You posting the thread?
This time zone sucks. I want to go home.
Colorado is for babies who like to smoke
Hey.
pot.
I'm not even in a good part of Colorado. I'm in Pueblo. There's like flatness and cows and a very large wind turbine plant, and that's like it.
You heard it here, folks. On record.
A whole lot of cows.
All right.
So I'm in hotel rooms. If it sound like garbage, that's why. Everyone can just deal. Our one listener.
I was about to say everyone.
Hold on a sec.
I'm making the post. Nobody else has to make the post. I made the post. See?
I'm proud of you, Jenner.
Being responsible and shit.
I can do it from my phone, so that's why I did it, because I actually brought my phone downstairs with me this time. Which means I can actually play music, too.
I can't wait. Can't wait for that to happen.
I'm doing GM things in the background. Hold on. I thought I was
Oh.
more prepared than this. What is the shortcut to drag your view to drag player view all around the place? I know there's a way to make you focus on what I want. Is this an
God damn
Omatone
it,
cover
Jenner.
of Feel Good Inc?
Yes?
Yep.
Gonna turn that down a whole bunch. There we go.
I sometimes wonder.
Everyone's back. They just gotta go because they don't know where. So all you in the streets, it's a deal in the sea. You won't get out the galley because you're damn free. I'll stop it.
Okay.
hmm
So as we are also playing Cover People's Fate today. Last time, what happened? Last time you met the ant, and the ant met Shiandi, and for the first time ever, God damn it, this song, Jenny, you're throwing off my whole vibe.
Come on, work with it.
Boo.
Okay. I thought it was over. I know how to fix this.
Is it by banning Jenner forever?
No,
What?
not yet. Where was I? Oh yeah. So you had reached Shiandi, which was very underpopulated and afraid of an invasion from the south by the people of the Southern Chayo Leg. Then they showed up, and they turned out to be a bunch of refugees being chased by an ant, a fire ant, which you fought off and ripped the leg off of. But you knew that the fray was only days away, and the ants were coming even sooner. And so the Kaisar Ashmir, I have to say his name because it's a pun, showed you the secret passage to the underlay. And so you're going to scout the underlay to find the path left by Snibril, who marked the tunnel as like, this is the start of the path to the promised land, basically. And so you have to figure out where it is in the underlay. Meanwhile, the refugees will organize in Shiandi and follow you when they have to, which will basically be when the fray or the ants hit, whichever comes first.
Right. My character
So-
failed at flirting with Armor Lady as we were
hold
heading
on a sec.
down. Shara cannot flirt. She is,
My gut reaction just to cut you off at the pass is to say she's married already,
okay.
but I don't know her that well yet because I haven't gotten time to play her character. So,
She should come with us.
whatever her status is, she's not interested in you.
How dare she? That's fine. I respect her choices and her agency.
Well, she's not into the crazed hoarder look.
Yeah, you'd figure, huh?
I'm gonna change my pug to the cat lady from The Simpsons. Excuse me for a second. Whoa.
This is what actual underlay looks like.
Sometimes. I've seen
Sometimes.
lots of underlay. I have laid carpet.
But I really wanted the specific tunnely kind of look.
Yeah.
But to you guys, it is a dark, like pitch black tunnel that extends into the darkness.
Tis soft and plushy.
I don't think at that size you would actually exert enough force on it to get any give from it.
Mm. I can tear out little bits
yeah.
of foam from it, so I will. I'm gonna pull out a couple like pinches of foam from the side and add it to my thing because nobody's ever been in the underlay before.
Except someone has specifically, and you're following his trail.
Yeah, well, now this is like an heirloom stop.
And within a few days, hundreds, possibly even 1,000 people are going to walk through here.
I know it's. I better get my value back on this while I can. It's like Bitcoin.
That's not how Bitcoin works.
Shush.
There's also
Don't pretend to know how Bitcoin works.
Yeah,
I know a lot about Bitcoin, and I still don't really care how it works.
I don't believe you.
Okay, I do
Alright.
actually know how it works. God damn
I
it.
can't believe we're talking about Bitcoin. Okay, so we're.
You brought it up.
Because we're small. We're the bits.
I.
Wow.
Okay, so following these tunnels, can you remind me what our aspects we created at the end of the last session are?
Yeah. You.
We have Light the Way. I remember that one.
Yes, you prepared lanterns for each of you, and you basically got the you told the people who were going to follow you that you would show the safe way by leaving marks on the walls with phosphorescent fungus, which you carry as like a lantern kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, 1 second, be right back.
Get that food. We had
Dime has an ant rune cloak, which I imagine the rune you have on it is a stylized symbol for an ant, maybe. Dime?
that.
Fefnir?
Fefner's not here either. She's
Oh.
muted.
Uh-oh.
Well then.
What other
We're
aspects?
falling apart!
I know. What other aspects are we bringing into this mess?
You did negotiate with some of the Shiandi guard to get armaments for
Oh yeah,
each of
that's
you.
right. That's right.
Negotiate is one word you could use.
No, you did negotiate with them. I thought.
Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. I got food.
Eat the food.
I'm doing it.
You accidentally left the thing again.
I had to open my camera to take pictures of the receipt.
Let's see. So the aspect armed and armored is available with one free invocation on it.
Okay. So we got a way lit, armed and armored, and what was the last one?
Well provisioned, which
Well
was for
provisioned.
the refugee.
Right, got
I think
it.
we had 2 uses of that actually.
Yeah.
No, that was a different one from the ant fight. I think.
Don't make me check the last video. I'll do it.
Well, you don't have time.
It's true.
So yeah. I guess we wait for Fefnir, or do you plunge into the darkness and get eaten by a Grue immediately?
What now?
Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
We were going over what aspects you had at the end, and you had
Sorry.
the ant rune
Bless you.
cloak.
Yeah.
Which I imagine like the rune is sort of a stylized ant head,
Sure, we'll go with that.
because I can't think of anything better.
What if it was actually a stylized termite?
Same difference,
Well-
really.
I mean, when you think about it, a stylized ant head and a stylized termite head probably look pretty similar.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So at this point, we leave it to Milnes and Dime to lead the way, since they are our trailblazers.
Even though no one has ever been except no one has ever been underneath the carpet except Snibberl.
Yeah, we don't see any trail of him, right? We don't see any indication of what direction he went beyond that
No,
symbol.
you don't leave trails because you don't leave footprints because when you step off of the ground, it slurps back into position as if
Mhm.
it was foam. Besides, Snibberl probably came through here decades ago, so. But who wants to do a thing?
I'll do a thing.
Do a thing.
All right. So, do we at least have like an indication of what direction we should be vaguely heading in?
There are holes and pockets all along the tunnel you're in right now that you can see from the light shining through the basically the cellar door in the citadel. But most of
I
them are
mean
too
more
small.
like from like the stuff we know already. We're at least heading it in a direction on the surface. So we might keep heading that same direction below
Yeah,
the surface, right?
Basing your orientation from the door right now, you would want to head. You probably figure it's best to continue heading west. But once you lose sight of the door, that might be an issue.
I have a compass. I don't know what you're talking about.
Do compasses work at this scale?
Of course they do.
Do they? Do you
Oh.
know?
No, I don't know for sure, but I mean,
Also, where would you get the magnet?
from a tiny shard of magnet that fell off of the refrigerator and got chipped, of course.
Your carpet's in the kitchen then.
Maybe. My carpet was originally in the kitchen, maybe. I mean, I probably bartered for it. Look.
Let's just go forward.
My character
Yeah.
just has stuff. Fine, we'll get lost. Fine. We'll get
We
lost.
can't really make a decision about which direction to go in because we have no frame of reference, so we're just going to go forward.
Yep.
We're gonna start going east until we can't tell the difference.
West.
West, yeah.
West.
I'm going home, guys. I give up.
West says Milne, and then everyone else is like, no, this way's west. So yeah, why don't we have a trailblazer make some sort of roll to determine what kind of traps I have? I mean, things. Yes.
All
Do
right.
we want to go carefully or forcefully? Or
Mm.
quickly?
I want to go quickly.
Oh, dang.
Holy
Very quick.
shit.
Go fast.
Wow. Speed running
Yeah.
this.
You realize, like, taking a few steps into the tunnel and looking around, that like most of the holes that you see are actually too small for anyone to get through. So you can basically like, yeah, that's not the way we can go. You basically narrow down your egress to like a couple main branches, and they split. There's basically a fork in the tunnel. One leads northeast and one leads, or no, not northeast, northwest, and one leads southwest. The southwest tunnel is at a downward slope, while the northwest tunnel is at a level slope.
Well, I mean, we got these two paths. What do you guys think?
I like
We want to all go down one.
going down. Yeah.
We
Hey, Shara.
Yo.
Hey, Shara,
Yo.
you are inquisitive to a fault.
That's true.
I'll give you a fate point if you rush blindly down the downward sloping path.
Oh man, she already looking down there, holding out her lantern, being like, "This is." I mean, look, this is her logic. Okay, as she goes barreling down there, she just calls back, "There's no way Snivelin went the safe route because he's legendary. He would go the dangerous route, which is down this way." And she just goes charging off.
Have a fate point.
Yay!
So, as you run down the slope, your lantern is not quite bright enough to light very far in front of you.
Mhm.
So the slope ends suddenly, and it levels out, which kind of throws your balance for a little bit. And as you like, you don't fall all the way. You like basically hit your hands, but get back up right away. And there's a weird tickle at the back of your throat, and it kind of makes your eyes water.
Oh no, dust. Like large dust.
Nope.
Oh
Nope,
no.
it's not dust. You know what dust is like in the carpet.
Right.
And it's kind of getting hard to breathe now.
I start coughing and like staggering backwards. Hey
Do you want to
guys!
try to get back up the slope?
Hey guys! Hey!
Now you can't talk. It is getting really hard to breathe now.
Okay, I'm rushing after her because I would have followed her pretty quickly after she ran in.
She's trying
I'm
to
not going to get shown up.
She's trying hard to climb back up, but at this point she can't breathe, so it's like,
Yeah. That's what happens when you run into a pocket of black mold. Moisture gets underneath your carpet, it ruins the foundation and the foam.
Oh, they're never gonna resell this house.
Yeah, and at this scale, it is literally poison.
Yep.
So yeah,
So
Shara, who wants to make a roll to get out of this pocket of black mold?
Well, I guess since Somi is the one rescuing me, Somi should make the roll because I didn't even have to roll to get into this mess.
No, you got a fate point for it.
Yeah. So I mean, I think Somi should. Yeah. Right.
all right, well,
I think Somi should, but I can try to carefully.
Assist.
I can assist. I can try to carefully. How do we do an assist?
I'm going to the book right now.
Actually, I'm going to do it quickly because I have a bit of a better chance to do it quickly than I do carefully. And also,
And-
there's a kind of a sense of urgency to this. So
Yeah, so you don't suffocate.
yeah, so I'll
Basically,
try.
when you help someone, they get a +1.
Okay, well, never mind then. Just give him the +1. Sorry about that roll.
It's fine.
okay, well, yeah, I'm just going to rush in. And even if I don't know what exactly the problem is, if I see her on the ground barely breathing, I'm going to try and drag her back up as quickly as I can.
Good idea.
So I think that would be a quick roll.
Yep.
Oh no.
So I got a 1.
So I rolled
That's not-
I rolled better.
Man.
to sit.
I pissed the dice off.
Would you like to would you like to invoke an aspect to re-roll that?
The way lit.
Yeah,
so
can I
we can find
invoke
our way
no
up?
fear?
Oh yeah.
That sounds appropriate.
And I have to spend a fate point, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Sit.
That's okay, because I have too many anyways. Alright, time to go to get 4 minuses.
Oh my god, I rolled better. Like, we got a
So
2.
that's a 2.
I'll say that ties. So, I think you get out, but both of you breathe in enough of the spores that you are going to be suffering from a temporary aspect going forward of black lung, which I can just basically use for free against you once.
Oh,
Oh,
god.
God.
My character's coughing and retching and like clinging to Somi like, thanks.
But the only reason Somi didn't get you out of there fast enough was because he didn't didn't go to Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan.
Then she realizes she's clinging onto Somi and pushes him away and brushes herself off and acts like there's definitely no sexual attention here and goes storming back up to the rest of the group.
And that's
Oh,
time.
Oh,
Storming, limping, same difference.
oh, hold on. And I'm gonna look over here, and I'm going to scrape off some of the there's probably some black mold like nodules and flecks on them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to collect some and examine it.
that's a totally normal thing to do.
He's a dabbling herbalist.
I
dear.
learned nothing.
You
Don't
also
breathe
get
it.
black
Don't
mold.
eat it. It's bad.
Oh, yeah, don't breathe it then. Yeah.
And you should probably make sure not to lead the caravan of refugees through the poisonous mass now.
So I will put a.
Can we like mark this?
I'm going to assume that before you went down here, you agreed with the leaders of the refugees that you're going to have a system of symbols, basically,
Yep.
of like, go this way,
Right.
not this way.
Yep. It's
So this
basically
is
X and arrow.
just-
X means don't go. Arrow means go.
This one's a skull, means extreme danger.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this will be X with a skull.
We're busting out the microscopic caution tape.
So Shara totally has caution tape. She's her.
So there's really only one other path left. So
Yep, let's go.
all right, you take the level path, and it's not straight, obviously. It bends
Same.
and twists.
Sorry, go on.
I knew that was coming.
It bends and twists and dips up and down at irregular intervals. It widens and narrows oddly. There are tunnels tunnels aren't like where you would dig them. They are like on the ceiling and in the middle of the floor. So you have to like be careful not to slip and fall down one of them or get stuck basically. And now that you know that, oh yeah, there's black mold around here, you basically make sure not to go deeper than you need to, because you're fairly certain that like too deep and you're going to hit the moisture, and the moisture is where the black mold is.
You learned something.
Hardcore.
Who is paying attention to surroundings audibly, like through hearing?
Well, I'm always looking for new and exciting animals for which I can take.
You've seen relatively few of those,
Hmm.
which strikes you as odd, because at this scale, there should be tons of these little bugs running around.
I would argue that Dime would be listening because she's paranoid
Yeah.
about nature. She's nature
How-
paranoid.
That's true. You are paranoid.
How would I be cautious about this then?
Careful or sneaky, whichever you prefer.
Ooh, I'm good at sneaky, so I'm going to say sneaky, and this is gonna be. Oh no, that's decent.
How decent indeed. Is it decent? It is decent enough. You hear whispers along one of the tunnels, just beyond the fire or the lantern light.
I think there's somebody here. You two,
Of
quit
course you
coughing
think
up your
that.
lungs.
There's another whisper from a different direction.
Are they saying Haster? Are they summoning an old god? God damn it.
Hmm. Well, we might be surrounded, but it seems like they might be sentient people, so I think we'll be fine.
That's when the blow dart comes out of the darkness.
Shit.
Eeny, meeny, miny, dime.
All right, what am I doing?
Defend.
Crud. How does defend work again?
They're shooting blow darts at you using sneaky. They have a number they've rolled. I'm not telling you right what now, but you defend with whatever you feel is appropriate.
All right. Well, I guess it would probably have to be quick. Unless I could make an argument for forceful. I could probably I could be an anime and slash the blow dart in half with my toothpick.
Do it. Sigh as you draw your Hanzo steel.
Which
Yes.
that's a 2.
They got a 3.
Oh,
Dang.
shit.
So
Mark
unless I
off
can add a +1, that's not gonna work.
Mark
Mark
off-
an aspect, get a +2.
That's true. You do
Oh
have
yeah, Cursed Blade Splinter. It's not very specific on its own, other than just the fact that it is a cursed ant blade.
Or you could also use armed and armored.
Oh, good point. Good point. Your armor protects you.
All right.
And we had one free invoke of that, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So you have to spend a fate point.
Okay. I'll do that
So
then.
there's a clink as a tiny shard of basically, God, what would they find? Shard of something.
Fiberglass, like a
mold?
fiberglass.
Yeah, fiberglass shard. There we go. Coated in black mold.
Yikes!
Off your armor.
Like those little fiberglass threads that are like minuscule to us and like fuck our shit up, us people.
It's
To them,
asbestos.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, and you see, dashing through the darkness, are these people,
Of
and you
these-
realize there are many of them.
Oh no, it's Ring Race.
Nope, wrong reference.
See, they're just tool users. Everybody knows that once you start using tools, you lose the instinct of a beast that makes you so bloodthirsty and powerful.
Death to the above worlders. Why haven't you been taken by the fray?
Because we know how to walk, idiots.
Mole
Wow.
shots.
Yeah.
Hold
just
on.
talking people- Yeah. Cool. We're
So,
escaping the
So
fray.
yeah, we
The
get
cultists of Mool are attacking you, and you aren't quite sure how many of them are there because they are keeping to the dark.
Okay.
all right.
Well,
Should I
Dime
go
went
first?
last. Dime acted. So, Dime, why don't you pick someone to go next?
All right. Well, I think.
Milnes definitely has ideas, so
Yeah.
it makes sense to go with him.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Milness, yeah.
Okay, cool. I am going to quickly spread out my beasts that have been trained for such a thing to distract. I want to create an advantage by distracting the enemies, and I'm going to use my stunt because I get +2 because I'm defending my allies from numerous enemies.
Okay.
So add 2 to this. 7.
Dang.
Dang.
Jesus.
So
Wow,
they are
Milnes.
harried by my beasts.
Milnes,
Carried by beast
Water
is an
bears.
aspect. that is-
God.
and that was a success with style, so there's 2 free invokes on that.
They are harried and distracted.
All right, excellent. Me,
Who goes
pick me.
next?
Sure, Jenner.
Oh,
Oh, by the way,
I was
there are
joking.
enough cultists that they have 4 turns.
okay. These, could we argue that these assholes are threatening my things?
They're threatening your life, which technically belongs to you.
All right, I'm going
You
to.
can't enjoy your things if you don't have a life, so
Right. I'm going to, while they are being harried, no, I don't want to invoke Bull. I'm going to invoke my stunt of I'm greedy. I get +2 bonus to overcoming a
That
challenge
is
which threatens my
overcoming-
things. But
That
that's
is
like
to overcome.
all right. Well then, while they are harried by beasts, I'm going to sneakily get up behind one of the ones that has been speaking and try and give him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 5.
5, you say. Good thing I gave them fate points. They also got a 5.
Damn. What
That's
happens
not
on a
even
tie?
spend- You get a boost.
Okay.
So you get to basically create a temporary aspect.
The temporary
also
aspect will
magic.
be scourged from the shadows.
Who goes next?
Let's see
Cultist,
here.
cultist, cultist.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Cultist
hell-
next.
have a cultist go. I'm not sure I'm gonna do yet.
Okay, cultist's turn. Let's
These
see.
are cultists of mold, right? MOLD.
No D, just MOUL.
Oh, MOUL. Okay.
They are the cultists you've been hearing rumors about.
Mm-hmm.
And I never described them physically. They are, you know, the time machine, the one of the first sci-fi novels.
Oh, the H.G. Wells story?
Yes.
No.
Are you at least familiar with the quote unquote antagonists in that?
You're too big of a nerd for us,
Vaguely, I
Red
can't think of
Master.
any physical description of
The
them.
Morlocks.
They Morlocks. Thank you. Yes, the Morlocks.
That's Brett,
which-
the book thief is yes, is helping us. So they look like Morlocks.
yes, the Morlocks were essentially underground, sort of albino, hairy creatures that, in exchange for making the above-ground utopia for what was essentially the evolution of man in the book, they ate people. The cultists of Maul look like Morlocks. They're wearing robes and are hairy all over and have oversized red eyes.
Creepy.
And they want to kill you. And one of them is going to back out and go do a thing somewhere else. 'Cause I have plans. And I'm going to pass it off to another cultist who is going to attack Somi sneakily.
All right. So, do I need to make a roll to defend?
Yes. And they got a
All right.
4.
Do I have to use the same approach as him?
No. Basically describe how you're defending yourself, and whatever approach is appropriate, you apply.
All right, I'm just going to try and grab him as he approaches me and shove him away.
That sounds forceful.
Yep.
Ooh.
Does not meet a 4.
Remember, I got those 2 invokes.
Right.
Distracted harried.
All right, yeah, I'm going to invoke one of the harried by beasts. He trips over a tardigrade as he approaches me.
What's that tardigrade's name?
Priscilla.
Yes.
No,
His
no.
name is Burbles.
Burbles,
That's a
okay.
4. Burbles, you said?
Yes.
Burbles is MVP.
So that was 2 cultists, or no, 3 technically. Somi, you're next.
All right. I'm going to chase down that guy that ran off.
Okay.
YOLO.
I just screaming, "You thought you'd get away from me?" And then just start chasing after him.
That's going to be difficult, as the
Totally.
environment is pitch black.
But he has a lantern, but still, yeah. The way is lit. You still have that aspect.
That's true. But
Right.
they know these tunnels better than you do.
That's true.
Mhm.
This sounds like a quick roll, unless you have something better that you would argue
Well,
apply.
quick is good. God damn it.
Not good enough. He quickly loses you in the darkness.
Coward!
All around whispers. And I think the last one to go is a cultist.
Dime hasn't gone yet.
No, Dime
Yeah, he
just-
went at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The last cultist is going to try and create the last cultist is going to open a pouch on his belt and throw out a bunch of dust and powder that is going to get kicked up into the air, and he's going to try and create an aspect or create advantage, I mean. how do we determine the target number for that when I'm doing it?
I think we had somebody else roll last time, like for the wall.
Yeah, that makes sense. Who offers to roll the basically roll without any pluses or anything? I think.
You want to do
Jeff's
it? I'll
been
do it.
doing really well,
Oh yeah, go ahead, Jeff.
or really horrible.
Well, it's harder for Jeff because he's
It's
on
only
mobile.
extremes.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Yes, someone else do it, please.
Oh, okay, somebody
Mm-mm.
did fast.
Okay,
God damn son of a bitch! What is happening with my rolls?
and they are basically going to fill the air with noxious fumes that will be there for them to use. And I'm going to toss it back to Dime. Start
Hmm.
round.
Now, do I want to try and remove that aspect, or do I want to find one of those guys in the darkness? I feel like I'd sneak away to find one of the dudes trying to hide. So, I'm going to say, specifically the first guy that got away, that dude, I'm gonna try and take away an advantage he might have, and I'm gonna do it sneakily.
You're going to roll to overcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. That's 2. What do they get?
Let me roll. They also got 2.
Dang. Hmm. I could.
You're well provisioned. You're armed and armored. You could be one of those, or you can invoke one of your own aspects and spend a fate point.
Yeah, I'll probably spend a fate points. I think probably Meticulous Loner might help me because I'm used to sort of sussing out what might be a good spot for me to sort of survey everything and basically figure out what an advantage might be.
That makes sense. So you're chasing the one that blew a blow dart at you, or the one that ran off from Somi?
The first one.
Okay.
Who next?
I was just trying to remember. You beat the overcome, so I'm looking at the book for what you succeed. Yes, you find them. Seems anticlimactic. I feel like I did that wrong, but
All right, so I guess we'll leave that off there. And I feel like the first person to react like the dust or whatever would probably be Shara.
Shane.
I mean, you're free to do anything you want, but
Guys, they're trying to split us up and pick us off one by one. Get back here. I'm going to forcefully call everybody back to me. The way is lit, so this is at +2. I'm gonna,
are you creating advantage this way?
Yeah, I'm going to create an advantage by forcefully calling everybody back to me, spending a fate point to.
You don't have to spend the fate point yet.
Well, okay.
You could spend fate points after the
Right.
roll.
I'm probably gonna spend a fate point to speak my mind no matter what. But first, let's see how I do. The way is lit, so that's a 3.
That succeeds.
Okay, I want to succeed with style to get an extra invoke of rallying the forces. So I will do that to succeed with style. So now I'm at 3 fate points.
What are you invoking?
I'm going to invoke speaking my mind, no matter what.
Okay. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay.
I am
who
speaking my
goes-
mind.
She's ordering a prince around. I say that's pretty.
I'm ordering my prince around. You're a merchant like me.
Who goes next?
I'm gonna say, hope. Gosh, I kind of want to pick the cultists again, but this time I'm gonna go with Milne.
So we're all grouped together. I think that maybe. Well, here's the thing: we could run away, but then, well, I mean, what other people are coming after us?
Right. We need
What
to
are they
take
gonna
up.
do?
We need to take up this threat. We've got refugees.
Hey, cultist guys! I yell. Whether or not you take us out, there's gonna be like thousands of people coming behind us. Do you want to deal with that?
They shall all perish.
Well, that's you guys
That's-
are so one track minded.
So rude.
We prefer goal oriented.
All right. Well, there's no parlaying with these jerks.
Nope.
So I am going to
Create an advantage, maybe.
I already have.
What advantages do we have right now? I think
Well,
we spent
the forces, harried and distracted, and scourged from the shadows.
right. So
And those are free ones, and then we have a whole bunch of other ones we can pay to invoke.
yeah. I think
Alright,
we have one. I think we have one more harried that we can use. Then
Yes.
we're out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Shari, do you still have that some of that matchstick powder?
I do.
Let's light it up. They probably can't deal with bright light very well.
Oh, I like that. I hand off the powder to him. But
Alright,
I give him a look as I hand him the powder. Like, understand what this means. That I'm giving you some of my things. This never happens.
All right. I'm going to do this cleverly. I tap the right one. Come on. Oh, damn it.
Oh no!
Oh no, what was that roll? I can't see it. I can't hover.
It's a minus
Oh, there it is.
2.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
so
that's
that's-
roll negative.
Yep.
I'm going to spend a fate point to re-roll that.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
There you
what,
go.
what
Get
are
it
you
roll
invoking?
Oh,
No, you can spend a fate point to re-roll, or you can spend a fate point to invoke, right?
Yeah.
You invoke to reroll.
I thought you invoked to add a +2.
You do either. You can invoke to reroll or invoke to get a +2.
All right. Well, I'm shit. I am invoking. God. Oh God. I guess I'll invoke my dabbling herbalist because I know of a secret way to mix this powder with some of that bioluminescent moss to make an even brighter glow. So secret. I just made it up.
They don't know the
They
difference.
gotta- Well, so that's a 2, right?
Yes.
They got a 3 on their defend.
Shit.
But I'll give you this. You don't
Hmm.
deal any stress damage. You do reveal one of their aspects.
Can I can I do one of the free invokes? Make that another +2? Because there are some out there. Because we still got that well equipped. can
I do
invoke
kind of
one.
rule that like after you spend a fate point and
Okay.
yeah,
All right, that's fine. Yeah,
otherwise
what's
you
one of the
spend all your
episodes?
resources and beat me every time.
Yeah.
But you do find out they are indeed pyrophobic. You try to set off the match powder to scare them, but you don't. You fumble with the God. What would you start a fire with?
a flint.
Yeah, flint and steel, like a shard of flint, a shard of steel, which again, Shara definitely has.
So rare.
I know. She has all kinds of weird shit. And as
So
long as,
I think
as
what
long as
it
it's
does
not too weird.
is it makes like a short, tiny flash, and they go, but that
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
really drive them away or anything.
Yeah. Who goes next?
Cultists.
Cultist. Cultist that ran off comes running back, waving a what are those called? A censer. That's it. CENSOR,
Mm-hmm.
which is essentially a
We know
lantern filled with
like herbs and shit. Yeah,
yes.
the
He
herbs and
is waving
spices.
it madly and screaming at the top of his lungs as he leads something thundering behind him, and the rest of the cultists run with him and try to disappear from you all.
No.
Yeah. Do-do-do. Behold! 100 legs!
Oh no,
Oh
millipede.
no! Shit! Creepy.
I can't move the map. I can't see it because of my mobile nonsense.
Here, I'll
It's not
move
working.
it more center. Can you see it now?
No,
Can you see
I
it?
don't know even where I am on the map. I think I'm near the front. Up. I see it on the right edge. Maybe a little further over and up.
There?
No.
If it's on the right edge of his screen, you need to move it left.
There.
Yeah, there it is. Yay.
This is all actually happening in game.
Thundering
No,
through
this
the
is like,
tunnels is
where?
a-
Where is it? And they keep redeploying it until he can see it.
Deploy the boy!
I know there's a way in Roll20 to force you to look at what I want. I don't remember how.
Probably.
So yeah, that's a centipede.
A millipede or a centipede, whatever. Yeah.
No, it's a centipede.
Jeez.
It's a house centipede.
Yep. And they are terrifying close up. I picked a picture that was not that close up.
It's
for
kind
that
of cute,
reason.
actually, in this picture.
Yeah, the Google image search centipede if you want some
No,
nightmare.
no, 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 no.
If you don't like them,
I don't like them squirmy wormies.
They're not worms. Anyway, who wants to go? Oh yeah, I guess the cultists went. So yeah, the cultists have the ability to summon great and terrible beasts, and they're gonna sick their centipede on you. I'll let someone else go first. Somi.
So is there a limit to the amount of aspects I can invoke at once? These free aspects?
I always have to check the book for this. I think there is.
There weren't when we took out the ant. I invoked like 2 different aspects at the same time. I think 2 might be the max.
Where is it?
We were talking about how this would be good for Dragon Ball Z because you could power up for forever.
Situation aspects, consequences, boosts.
You can only invoke any aspect once, but you can invoke several different aspects on the same roll.
Okay. Do it.
Okay, but it says I can wait until after, so...
Oh, but important, you can only invoke any aspect once on a given dice roll. You can't spend a stack of fate points on one aspect and get a huge bonus from it. However, you can invoke several different aspects on the same roll. So, okay, yes.
So I think I'm going to spend my use of match powder right off the gate to try and burn this millipede.
Okay.
And I'm going to yell at it and threaten it the entire time.
Is this an attack or
Right.
It's an attack?
It's an attack. And then
Okay.
depending on how it works out, I'm going to start invoking things.
It will defend by just being a huge... This is bigger than the ant, actually, so... Humongous thing. Yeah. It's going to defend with forceful, which it's good at.
All right.
Nice.
You tie.
Oh.
Okay,
Why are you
well
all
then.
so damn good.
You're rolling very well. We are so
I'm
boned.
going to invoke Scourge of the Shadows.
Yep.
Because
Scourge
I'm going
of
to
the
rush out of the shadows to attack him with my match powder. That's what that means, right?
Yeah, Scourge from the Shadows means that they are being that the shadows do not protect them, that they are being harried again from the shadows. So yes, you can come from the shadows.
And
I do not think that harried applies to the harried and distracted no longer applies though.
Yeah, no.
not to hear. I need to get back to what happens when I succeed with style, or
You only
attacking
succeeded.
either
You did
works.
not succeed with style.
No, but I'm trying to see if I can succeed with style if I invoke another thing.
Yes, you would be able to.
All right, but at first I got to see what happens if I.
On an attack.
Yeah. I'm not sure I understand how combat works. I want to get like the biggest number over them, right?
Yeah, basically.
So right now I'm
if you
winning by
succeed
2.
with- If you
And if
succeed with
I-
style on an attack, you hit and cause damage, and you may reduce the damage by 1 to generate a boost.
All right.
We already have a boost from when I succeeded with style the original time. I still don't know how to use a boost though. I'm leaving
A
it
boost
for
is
something.
basically a temporary aspect.
Okay. So that was
You
the
can-
Scourge from the Shadows that I created then.
Yeah, once you use that aspect, though, it is actually gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
so now it's
a
gone
boost.
forever.
A
Yeah.
boost and an advantage are different in that boosts go away once you use them. Advantages are still there, but you have to spend fate points on them.
Okay, I'm not going to invoke anything more. I'm just going to do damage.
Okay, so you deal 4, but you hit its 4th stress box. It has 4 stress boxes.
Jeez.
Sorry, at least 4 stress boxes.
We are so boned.
Who
Not
goes
sure I
next,
understand what
Zomi?
that means. Gonna hand it off to Milnes. See if he has any ideas for this.
Oh, these guys should go back to the shadows.
Jeff, help. Jeff?
Is Jeff
Yep.
not here? Jeff's not here.
Hello, I'm
Hello.
muted because I was queuing.
Oh, okay.
Is it my turn?
It is
Yeah,
your
it's
turn.
your turn. I just lit it on fire.
Oh, geez. Well, maybe that fire would drive really cultists.
Oh no, they're gone already. They ran when they brought in the giant centipede to kill you all.
Yep, the fire drove away the cultists.
It had nothing to do
The
with
day
the
is
centipede, huh?
saved.
All right.
But you didn't do
Um,
anything.
I would like
Okay.
to try to discern an aspect of this beast.
Okay.
How would-
How are
how would
you
I do
doing
that?
this?
Would I have ever possibly even have heard of a centipede before?
There's a non-zero chance, but you've never met one in person, I would say.
All right. Well, I'm going to roll clever. I can't get back over there. I can't see it.
It's a 3.
Oh, cool. Is that enough?
To determine one of its aspects? Let's see.
Yes. Oh, I finally
Uh,
can see it.
I'll say that's enough. Hold on, I gotta go back to my notes. What did I give it? This thing, you tame a lot of beasts, and while you've
So
never,
many beasts.
yeah, you've never seen anything this big, this ferocious, or this legged. There's so many legs. There's hundreds of them. At least, maybe. I don't know. You can't count that many right now.
I don't think I can count that high, anyways.
But something you've noticed about these kinds of beasts, and this was true when you faced the ant as well, is that they are nearly blind. It seems like, even though it pulled away from and reacted to when the match powder went off, it wasn't like it saw it and reacted. It was more like it had to be hit by it first before it did anything. This thing is nearly blind.
Ah, it's nearly blind. Go nuts with that. Has something on?
Yeah, I just went.
Fefner, you go.
All right.
I can start slicing off legs.
Well,
So many.
nearly blind, you say? So I'm watching this video, and it's fighting a millipede at the moment, and they seem to be swarming it while it's fallen into a hole. So I feel like, is that hole with the black mold nearby?
Huh.
I mean, I'm sure there's multiple of them. We just learn to not go down them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I would say that you know of one nearby.
All right. So I'm going to.
But again, scale of the thing, you're not sure it would fit in the hole, and you're not sure if the mold would affect it like it does you.
At the very least, I'm getting it down a tunnel's a good start, because then we can just stab its butt a whole lot. So I think I'm going to.
Does it have a butt?
It does.
I think I'm going to forcefully get it to follow me and try to lure it. Let's see. Do I have anything? Because I'm definitely invoking the blind aspect, and I don't think I have anything else I could use.
Oh yeah. When you reveal someone's aspect like this, the first invocation is free. After that, you spend fate points on it.
Okay, so this one's free then.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Is this an attack or creating advantage?
I think it's creating an advantage since we don't even know if it's gonna be affected by the black mold. So, I'm just
Would
going.
you rather do it sneakily? Because you are thorough. You have a stunt.
I do. All right. Yeah, I'll use the environment. So,
You're trying to lead it to a hole. That sounds like you're using the environment.
yep. So better roll, and this gets a +2.
Yep.
So that's a 4 plus the invocation.
That's a 6.
Dang.
Jesus.
And let me guess, you get a 6.
No, he's not good at. I would say that he defends quickly. Oh no, he is good at quickly, but he didn't roll that great.
I'm sorry, I imagine you gave dice to an actual millipede.
This is one of the few games we've actually played where the GM actually rolls for characters as well, which is a first for us. Actually, I just realized
Yep.
this. But
Well, I rolled for characters in Ryutama, so it's been a while. It has been a very long
Oh,
time.
yeah.
on camera at least. Then.
Yes, on camera.
But the black mold, you realize like this thing is not going to get affected by the black mold because you trick it into going down the tunnel, and it keeps going down because there's a lot of it to follow. However, it's also kind of tightly cramped in this tunnel, and it's going to take a while to turn around and come back for you, so you have a chance to escape.
Can we seal it in?
Mm-mm.
Because it's
What
we
would
need
you
to
use?
we need to protect it. I mean, garbage from my bag, obviously, but
You don't have that much garbage. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, true.
Can we somehow collapse the tunnel?
No. Foam doesn't really collapse. And besides, this thing is probably stronger than the ant, and you saw what that ant did to the wall.
Yes, and Breadmaster, not no
I'm
but.
sorry.
I'm fucking
Shit.
sorry.
All right. Anyway,
Alright.
I should probably pass this on to somebody. Let's see. Shara hasn't gone recently, right?
I haven't gone recently.
Yeah. So Shara.
All right. So we have what advantages do we have right now? We have we don't no longer have harried. We no longer have lit the way. We still have armed and armored. We still have it's blind.
You spent the free one on armed and armor though.
Right. Yeah.
That was used.
You got the well provisioned.
We still got
Huh?
the well provisioned.
That was on
Oof.
the refugees.
Oof, oof, oof. Well, it's
And we
still
have
something. It's still
routing
something
force-
that we have. But okay. I actually kind of want to use the well provisioned, if possible, to throw some food down there. Maybe if it eats enough, it will be full and it will go away because it is full and it does not need to eat us?
Jenner, it could eat all of us and not be full. It is very big.
Shit.
We all make friends with it.
What you could do though is lure it away with the food, and
Oh,
basically
that's a good idea. Okay.
you can basically make sure that the safe path you leave for the refugees avoids this area at all costs.
Yeah, I will cleverly lure them away with the food with well provisioned.
I will allow you to basically use up well provisioned, and you no longer have access to it ever, and you just deal with this problem. And
Let
we
me
end the combat.
Never
Well,
buy food
let me
again.
see how I roll before we take that deal. So this is a 5. So how is it going to defend against this?
It would defend bad at everything except forceful and quick, so it's going to defend badly. Yeah, no, you win.
Ah, all right.
You make sure to basically like stuff food in. You basically cut a little notch into strategically placed parts of the tunnels and leave really strongly smelling food there, so that you make sure it keeps going around in circles at least for the foreseeable future. At least as long as you need this thing out of your way for the refugees.
All right. So I guess this was technically creating an advantage, but we're definitely definitely going to run away. But the advantage is basically in circles. I'm gonna trailed in circles is what I
That works for me.
yeah, and then I will pass it off to the centipede so it can run around in circles so that you can pass it off to one of us.
Oh no, I'm going to say that combat ends now.
Okay.
And you can get away.
All right. Shara looks to Dawn to lead the way. Shara comes back breathless,
Alright.
and she's still got black lung. Gah.
Even more
Damn, I should have
breathless.
invoked that against you.
You should have. It's too late now. Next time.
All right. I'm not. I could probably forcefully get away instead of quickly, right?
Yeah.
Combat ends. We're just
Combat
running.
ends. We're just running.
All right. So we do that.
You do that.
You have to lead the way a certain way. So you could forcefully lead the way, or quickly lead the way, or something lead the way.
Or make sure that
Sneakily.
whatever way you take is not towards the cultists again.
Yeah, so maybe sneakily.
Oh,
We're trying
careful.
to, or careful. Yeah, sneaky or
Careful,
careful.
All right. I get a 2.
yeah.
If that's not good enough, I could always invoke Paranoid Trailblazer.
No, that's good enough. That's good enough.
Okay, good. I don't have to burn a point.
Yeah, so you hastily make a retreat, and the sounds of the 100 legs thumping slowly fade into the distance, and you're back in the quiet parts of the underlay. You have gotten a little lost, though, in your retreat. You did not leave a trail for you yourselves to know the way. And you're not sure which way you came and which way you're going anymore. What do?
Oh shit.
Oh, well, it was nice knowing y'all. I guess we're all dead now.
Just lay down among the tardigrades, let them eat me.
I'll
Come here,
become all of
Bubbles.
you. All right.
Hey, cultist,
So-
which way is west? No, I'm joking.
We do kind of have to reestablish at least like where we were on the other path, though, just because otherwise everyone else is going to be pretty lost.
And they could wander right back into the centipede, or the centipede. And the cultists. Maybe they'll come in riding the centipede. That'll be fun.
All right. I have an idea. The cultists use that sensor to lure the centipede here. I'm gonna sniff at the air and see if I can find the scent of that sensor and follow it back so that we can mark a path around the centipede and try and keep going.
That's pretty clever.
That is very clever, but not clever enough. I will spend a fate point to reroll that.
On what aspect?
Inquisitive to a fault.
Makes sense.
Yes.
That's better. That's good enough. Yeah, you essentially recognize the smell of whatever herbs and spices they were using to lure that thing, and basically like, we're not going that way. That way is bad.
But I want to
And you
go
go
that
the other
way.
way.
I want to go that way enough to mark a way that way to back. I want to go that way enough to find where we were originally while the centipede is still distracted, but like sneaky, so that we
Yeah,
can
you
mark
could basically
mark
make
a way
huge
around it.
detour.
Yep. That's exactly what we're doing. We're basically skirting around it, skirting around the scent sneakily, kind of. But I already said cleverly, but still, and then marking that detour, and then kind of heading off west-ish from there. Well, in a straight line off of that, since we were originally heading west.
A straight A line, basically.
Yeah, a line.
So, Shara, you are basically marking the last "do not go this way, death ahead" kind of sign on the wall, and are turning around, and a bump
Who do I bump into?
that
Shit. I smoke it.
it kind of looks at
Smoke
you.
mushrooms, Jenner.
Yes, you can.
I
It
guess.
looks at you.
Hello,
Hi.
friend.
It
Do you-
stares at you.
Do you speak our language? No? Okay, we gotta go. Oh,
You
this-
notice it does not have a mouth.
Oh, this fungus? It was a gift from one of your people. Bye. Whoop, 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 whoop.
It scratches its cap and makes a complicated series of hand gestures that you don't parse any information from.
Can I attempt to parse information from those complicated hand gestures?
Yeah, do you know ASO?
I
Not in real life.
in real life I know ASL. I know
I guess
some
this would be
ASL.
MSL, mushroom sign language.
Mushroom sign language.
No, it's still American Sign Language for whatever reason.
American.
America.
Yeah, I realized this thing doesn't have a mouth. How do they communicate? Sign language done.
Oh. Okay. Putting some of the film on my finger, I'll draw a smiley face.
It doesn't know what that is though, because it doesn't have
Shit.
a mouth. It doesn't have the concept of a smile.
I draw a peace symbol.
It's just lines.
I give
But
up
it
and
does
leave.
Understand that you're trying to communicate at least, and it reaches over and takes some of the film.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, this thing is about twice the height of you guys, so that's there. That too, and carefully draws an arrow pointing down one tunnel, and it sort of beckons like, "Come this way."
Ooh, I draw the symbol of Snigbrim and point at it.
Snibril.
Snibril, and point at it to see if it recognizes it.
It scratches its head again, and then sort of draws a circle around the symbol and connects it to the arrow.
I look to Somi. Well.
Okay, that seems like a big deal. Let's go. I almost got eaten by a millipede. I'm not about following a mushroom man.
Just wait until that millipede, centipede. Wait until that centipede meets you in your super form, your super space warrior form. Super carpet warriors.
See, the thing is, you explicitly told me no energy blast, so I assumed everything else was also off limits.
I said static electricity could be considered energy blast. You have to rub your body against one of the carpet trees hard enough.
All right, I lead the way.
The mushroom person leads the way. Thank
Well,
you.
I lead the way to following the mushroom person because I'm inquisitive to a fault.
So yeah, it leads.
This isn't me.
to-
This isn't me trying to get a fate point. This is just me acting in character.
Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't going to give you fate for that. You haven't been spending them enough. It leads you to a rather large chamber, which has sort of caves and shelters built or grown. It's hard to say, but there are more of these mushroom people living here. They are all generally larger than you. You see some that are smaller, which you assume are children that are about as tall or taller than you, so they big. And it is motioning to you to follow it inside one of the centralmost sort of domicile. Who dropped?
Nobody. I
Jenner.
think we're
Oh,
done.
wait,
Jeff.
Jeff.
We lost Jeff.
Jeff died.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Milnes. Your tardigrades will eat you.
While walking over there, Milnes just fucking falls over and dies.
Oh no! He accidentally touches one of the mushroom children, and one of the mushroom parents suplexes him.
To hell.
Yep.
Jeff, come back.
It leads you into the central chamber. Who goes in?
Well, I am.
You are the Prince of Alfreton. So.
As the de facto leader here.
Mm-hmm. The speaks man.
Yep.
And inside, you.
Sure, are you following me
I am.
with your shitty
Yeah.
trumpet or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
it's
I
a
better pull
Vuvuzela
out the
now.
two. I better pull. Oh yeah, I pull out the Vuvuzela.
You see this? By the way, this has teeth. If you can't quite see.
Jenner, please stop.
Oh, okay. I have really good lung capacity, so I can see the teeth.
Back out. No, I don't. But
This show up on stream. You see this?
hello.
Wow.
Why do
You see
you
this-
have a
this
mouth
thing-
and the other ones not have a mouth?
Sure, you can't just ask someone why they have a mouth.
I am the speaker. Lemigan.
Do you actually need to breathe, or are you just doing that for dramatic effect?
Every time it has to speak, it has to inflate the bell. It is more like a jellyfish than a fungus.
Oh, okay.
It is forcing air into chambers inside of it to make the noise that is words.
Oh, okay.
Words do not come naturally, but is the only creature in this village that speaks, apparently.
Okay. Cool. Hi, I'm Shara. This is Prince Somi, last of the Freetons.
Hello.
This is Dime, and this is Milne, but he's not feeling so good right now.
He is catatonic.
Why? Come.
Well, we came to this. What are we calling this place? Just the foam?
The underlay.
All right. We came to the underlay to avoid a great catastrophe up above called the Fray. We came to this village because we were directed here by one of your people.
Or do you intend to stay in the underlay?
At least for a while. At least long enough to outlast the Fray.
Where do you come from?
A single tear rolls down his face.
Kamek.
Come from a kingdom that no longer exists, called Frita. These people come from Wayside. And the people we're escorting come from all over the carpet.
Carpet. We have heard of the carpet. You are not the first to come from the carpet.
Oh?
It raises one of its tendrils to sort of an alcove in the back and pulls out a very old and sort of decaying piece of cloth that has the insignia for the Shiandi Rangers on it. There was one that came through this place long ago, before I became speaker. I was told that if others came seeking him, to guide them on his path.
We would very
Well, good.
much- yeah, we would be grateful for that. We are bringing many people. Many people are going to follow the light trail. I jiggle my lantern through here, so be ready for that.
We do not have the capacity to hold them for very long.
No, they would just keep moving.
However, we know paths you can take that are too small for our kind to follow. There is a complication.
I pull out like one of those asthma breathers from my thing, and I'm just
What's
like,
an asthma
Inhaler.
breather?
yeah, a breathalyzer, and like, you know.
What's a breath of
Not a breathalyzer. That's what you use to determine how drunk you are.
You're thinking of an inhaler.
Yes,
Junior,
thank
and
you.
It's just
pulling
you
out-
already said it was an inhaler, and you called it a breathalyzer anyway.
I'm going up to him with an inhaler.
Determining how drunk this mushroom is.
No, but seriously, sorry.
oh, what was I gonna say? Yes. Hold on. I literally have to catch my breath. It has been a long time since the one called Snibril passed through these tunnels. There are many creatures that have moved in since. We would need assistance in making sure the way forward is safe for your people.
We would be honored to help you. I say, looking to Somi, right? I mean, we can do this.
Of course.
He didn't say his full title.
Shari, you're my friend, and I respect you. But if you blow into that thing one more goddamn time, I'm
I
gonna snap it over my knee.
again.
Hello.
You're back.
Can you hear me? Am I here?
Yes,
Yes.
you're here.
You have a.
Hello.
We can hear you.
I had you muted at that time.
I was about to
No,
say
but-
you have us deafened, and then I realized that would be pointless.
The internet dropped for like 5 minutes. It was awful. I was dying.
Yeah.
How much did you
We're
miss?
meeting a mushroom man.
We met the mushroom man, and he pointed to a place, and then I dropped.
Oh, we're meeting a different mushroom man. This one talks.
Yes.
No.
This one has a very complicated way of speaking that is actually making me feel lightheaded, so I'm going to try to cut it back now.
He's going to suddenly start talking normally.
Just talk normal. It's fine. We appreciate that, but that was fucking badass. Because Strara has
Also
a lot of
worried about-
questions.
alright.
So, like,
Uh.
Strara is going to start rattling off questions like, when did you get a mouth? Because you said you became a speaker. So did you always have a mouth? And are speakers only the ones born with mouths? Or blah, 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 like 20 questions, at least. So he has to, like,
Summary,
slap
so
his
Jeff can
hand
catch up.
over his mouth.
Snibril passed through the Mushroom Village a long time ago, and the elder Blemigan, who is the one with the mouth, tells you that he was they were instructed to guide whoever follows Snibril on his path. They know the path there, and much of it can only be traversed by one such as yourself, because the people of the Mushroom Village are much bigger than you. And they know a relatively safe path there. However, it was safe when Snibril found it first. It is no longer safe. Things have moved in. The hungry scales and the 1,000 legs now roam those tunnels. If you can drive them out, there may yet be hope for your people.
All right, before we head out, I'd like to create a couple advantages before we head out that we can employ when we start fighting these things.
I was actually
Um,
going to suggest we call this a short session, and I give you an opportunity to come up with some new aspects for your characters, because you should have some more aspects, and I feel bad not giving you more. Or
Well, I
letting you
have
come up
I
with
have
more.
a new idea for a stunt, which is
That too. You can also
because
you can
I
also do that.
because I am well, I don't know how to put this, because I am willful, because I am belligerent, I get +2 when forcefully trying to get my way with words.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like that a lot, actually.
Mhm.
But you have to be incredibly belligerent for this to work. Like
Yes.
you have to offend the person you're talking to, essentially, to get to do this.
You had to be several drinks in, belligerent.
I don't know. I'm not a belligerent drunk, am I?
No.
I haven't listened to the whole Lasers and Feelings episode yet, but
You are going to love it.
what about the rest of the party? Do you have any new aspects or stunts you would like to come up with? Because I realize that not everyone has what is considered a full allotment of those things for a Fate character.
You're expected to have
I will-
5
I will-
aspects, right?
I will
You can
think
have
on
up to
this.
5, basically. And you can have 3 stunts before you start eating into your refresh.
I will get back to you.
Okay.
How did I word this again?
Um,
It was because I'm belligerent, I get a +2 in forcefully trying to convince somebody to do what again?
Get my way with words.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a +2 to forcefully getting your way with words.
All right.
Thank you. I forgot
I
how I
have an
worded it.
idea for a third stunt. Because I am nobility, I get +2 to forcefully defending when my charges are in danger.
Aw. Because you are noble, I would say. Not because you are nobility, but because you, as a trait, are noble. Never
Yeah,
lose,
that makes-
never lose that nobility. By the way, that pure heart
Even when I
nobility.
grow up.
Even when you grow up.
Because you have a shirt that says "Bad Dude," Bad Man.
Bad man. God, I love that shirt.
Do they sell that shirt anywhere?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm trying to think of more aspects. I'm really bad at picking up when I'm developing traits for my characters. Can somebody tell me an aspect that Somi has?
Somi is quick to. You are quick to risk yourself. To save others.
That does kind of reflect his new stunt and his no fear aspect already.
Yeah. Oh, good
Yeah.
point. Somi is reluctant to lead. No, true story. Because Shara is kind of like the.
That's more on
the-
Shara than Somi, really.
It's more
Well,
because
I, the player, am reluctant to lead because I know I'm not a good role player.
You could also have aspects that reflect your relationships with the other members of the party.
Shara has a crush on Somi. I'm just gonna add that to my.
God damn it.
Because a good aspect would be like something you say when someone else in the party is in danger. So like help me, Somi would be an aspect Shara could have that they could invoke when they need somebody to come pull them out.
I'm calling my Shara has a crush on Somi. That in quotes, he's not my boyfriend. Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
Are you the tsundere?
No.
Wait, does this make you Bulma?
So,
Kind of. She is an inventor. She is making all kinds of fucked up shit.
God damn it all. I need to get better at making my own characters and not just slapping my name on other characters.
It's not
No,
my
he
fault.
is. He's not Vegeta.
Yeah, he's Somi.
He's completely different from the Prince of all Space Warriors.
I think I have an idea for a quote aspect. The quote is just, your opponent is me, and me is in all caps.
Yes. I like that.
I like that. Yeah.
Yes. I like that a lot.
Milnes, do you have anything? Or
No,
you're still thinking
I
on
Right.
don't. I am
I think-
jet lagged and out of it, so
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll get
I was
back
gonna say,
to
I
you.
think get back to us means at least 1 day's time.
Okay.
Yep.
15?
New stunt. Because I know the danger of giant beasts, I get a +2 when carefully creating advantages against big bugs.
Nice.
I like it.
Yes.
Because that can only apply to big bugs.
Yep.
Yep.
And there are not many bugs that are smaller than you. I think we said mites and tardigrades are about the only things that are smaller, or at least the same size. And for mites,
They're
I think that
shorter
is
vertically.
yeah.
I think I'm going to invoke the "he's not my boyfriend" aspect on every male in the party. All men in the party. I'm actually just going to change it to "we're not dating," so I can invoke it on everybody.
Oh my
If you're
gosh,
not dating
Cheddar.
works better than "they are not my significant other."
Yeah, we're not dating.
Hey, Lady Glader, we're not I'm not dating anyone. I swear. Are you single? Please say yes.
Because I'm not dating.
Maybe your aspect should be. I'm totally not desperate.
Not
My
desperate, you're desperate.
And
I'm
my
not incel.
my new aspect, my new primary aspect is extremely horny all the time.
Maybe not. Let's just stick with we're not dating.
I'm not letting you be horny. Never. It's my game. You can't fuck anyone in this.
Damn it. So Somi, what are you
Right.
doing later on? Wink wink.
All right.
Is it
how
because
many-
and how can I make it me? Wink wink.
Worst pickup line ever.
No, but
So
anyway.
what were you saying, Dime?
Yeah, Dime, please.
how many aspects are we allowed to have?
5. And
Oh,
I
I'm
think
nowhere
at the
near
end
that
of
then.
each session, I will give you an opportunity to, once you hit 5 aspects, I'll say, you can swap ones out other than your high concept and trouble
Mhm.
All right.
as appropriate. Like, we discuss it out, obviously.
I might swap out. Look at this stuff. No, all of my aspects are so good, except for we're not dating, which is just I'm just gonna use as a joke next session, for like when Shara tries to protect people because she cares about them because we're totally not dating.
That is the one downside to Fate in general, is
Yeah.
that there isn't a whole lot of progression in
Yeah.
the way. The most you can do is basically buy new stunts with your refresh and swap out aspects as you outgrow them.
Right. Okay.
But, I think that'll be our short session. I know Jeff needs sleep.
Yeah, Jeff is very tired. I had fun.
I'm in a new time zone. I don't like it.
How
I
many
had.
hours jet lagged are you? Because I bet it's not that many.
I'm too behind, but I did. I was traveling for like 10 hours yesterday.
Yuck,
that
yuck,
explains
yuck,
it, yeah.
yuck, 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 yuck,
That
yuck.
makes sense. So yeah.
All right, I'm gonna stop the stream. Thank you very much, Vocation School, for hanging out with us in the stream chat. I'm waving at the
Oh, were
monitor.
they there?
Wait. I don't know who Electrical Skateboard is, but thank you two for hanging out.
Yeah, thank you, Electrical
While we're
Skateboard.
calling out people specifically.
Actually chatting?
Yeah, there are people actually chatting.
Oh, geez, I need to keep the window open now.
5,
No
4,
Electrical Skateboard hasn't said anything. I just saw the name in the viewer
Yeah.
list.
3, 2, 1. We're stopping.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.